Hello, my name is Rob, and I'm going to give you a demonstration of our new AI-enabled product called AdvanceClaim IQ that will allow a percentage of claims to be filed and coded without ever needing a human to touch them. We all know that in claims processing, initially you're going to have to verify the patient's demographic information, their insurance, code it for both procedures and diagnosis codes based off the care that was given. And I'm going to go ahead now and import a NEMSIS file to show you how our system works. Now, this takes a few seconds for the system to read that NEMSIS file. And so now that claim has been ingested. We've identified the patient's information. We've identified their insurance. And you can see across the life cycle here that this claim has already been drafted, is ready, being submitted to the clearinghouse, and has gone all the way through the posting process. Now, we know in real life that a clearinghouse and the payers are not going to act quite that quickly. It'd be nice if they did. But what we've done is built a testing clearinghouse where we're sending real 837 files, getting 277s back, and furthermore getting 835 back to be posted. And additionally, you can see that the claim was coded to the ALS level, as well as adding the diagnosis codes for the patient by reading the narrative and incorporating that with the other NEMSIS values. If you wanted to say, well, how do you know that this was an ALS emergency? You can click on our AI tool here, and it's going to show you all the criteria and the different parts of the documentation that it looked at to make a determination of whether or not this is truly an ALS emergency. And in this case, dispatch reason met, the crew certification was good, and the care that was given was deemed to be medically necessary. The other piece you can see is that the 837 file, 277, 835, you can view all of these things in both the human readable format as well as the raw X12 format. If you're trying to do any sort of troubleshooting with the clearinghouse, you'll be able to see that. And then see any of the payment details of when the payment came back and how it was posted with the various adjustment codes. We also have an integrated chat feature here, so now I can ask questions about this claim. So even though I can look here to see why it was coded as an ALS emergency, I can ask the tool, why was this claim coded this way? And we'll get immediate agentic feedback uh, that you can review even in more detail than what is available here. And you'll be able to ask this agentic agent anything really about the claims process, about claims that have been previously billed, and be able to use this as a threshold to be able to have all the information delivered right to you that you need to know about the claims process. Additionally, let's pretend that this was a denial. You'd be able to go in and this would pre-populate with the denial codes, but automatically be able to generate appeal letters and things like that. And furthermore, lots of things that are very useful in our system are user roles that are very granular, that if you want some users to be able to see some information, others to not, you'll be able to control all of that through this. You can make announcements in the system for your own staff. And this is also a place that we can communicate with you. You can create custom actions and work lists. So in this case, I've already made a list of denied claims over $500, and it's going to populate those things for me and also give it to a work list up here as well. The ability to upload CSV files, so you can put them in any format. The system is going to be smart enough to recognize those. As far as the clearinghouse, we connect with Trizetto, Waystar, and Optum. Um, and in terms of data management, we import all the different facilities from the state NEMSIS list, also payer lists directly connected to the clearinghouses. You can set fee schedules for any payer that you want. So, you may be billing your UCR rate to Medicare, but you have a contract with some facility that's at a lesser rate. You can make that very configurable and change it on the fly. Um, Again, I guess we'll just go back and do one more claim just so you can see how this works again. I'm going to go ahead and hit generate. Now, this does take about 10 seconds. Of course, in real life, this would be completely connected to your ePCR vendor, and this would be happening in the background without any real human intervention. So again, hey, we found the patient, we found the insurance, we've coded the claim both from the procedure codes and the diagnoses. We're now submitted it to the clearinghouse, and again, in our testing clearinghouse, we've already gotten that acknowledgement back, the 277, and we've already gotten the 835 back. Again, we can go down and view these things and see how the payment was posted, and also at any time check and see how did the AI make the determination. And I guess one other thing that I should have mentioned is that the ability of the system to read and look for signature recognition and seeing that there was an authorized AOB signature on the claim. So I hope that you found that this to be interesting. This is the future of RCM, and would love to give you a more in-depth demo if you're interested. Thank you. Hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.